This is the Southside School of Financial Freedom watch list and market report for the week ending November 18th, 2023. Our question this week is, what is a Satoshi? The answer will be provided later in the video. This week the market ended higher. The Dow Jones Industrial Average increased 0.01% on Friday and was up 1.94% for the week. The S&P 500 increased 0.13% on Friday and was up 2.24% for the week. The Nasdaq increased 0.08% on Friday and was up 2.37% for the week. Looking at the week, we can see that there were 12 up finishes versus 3 down finishes for the major indexes. On Monday, the Dow Jones Industrial Average finished up, while the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq finished down. On Tuesday and Wednesday, all the major indexes finished up. On Thursday, it was the Dow Jones Industrial Average that finished down, while the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq finished up. And on Friday, all the major indexes finished up again. New unemployment claims were 231,000. Wholesale prices fell 0.5% in October. Inflation was flat in October, but increased 3.2% from a year ago. Consumer spending fell by 0.08% in October. U.S. crude oil prices fell 5% on Thursday, and Ford union workers ratified a new UAW deal, closing negotiations with Detroit automakers. New unemployment claims, wholesale prices falling, inflation increasing 3.2% from a year ago, consumer spending falling by 0.08%, U.S. crude oil prices falling 5%, and auto workers ratifying a new union deal are all news. And news drives the market, good and bad. Day-to-day predictions on whether the market is going to go up or down are virtually impossible because predicting the news is impossible. However, the market is rigged to go up. It does not go up every day or even every week, but the market will generally go up over time. Stock prices move in a random fashion. They go up and down with an upward drift. Now we are at our question of the week. What is a Satoshi or Sats? A Sat or a Satoshi is the smallest unit of Bitcoin. Bitcoin was created by the pseudonymous person Satoshi Nakamoto. Some believe that Satoshi Nakamoto is not one person but a group of people. Nevertheless, a Satoshi is equal to 100 millionths of a single Bitcoin, or 0.000000001 Bitcoin. Thus, 1 Bitcoin equals 100 million Satoshis. Understanding that Satoshis or Sats are fractional amounts of Bitcoin should eliminate what is called unit bias. That is, the belief that because the unit price of Bitcoin is high, an average person cannot invest in or transact in Bitcoin. However, while 1 Bitcoin is currently around $36,000, but 10,000 sats or 10,000 satoshis is equal to about $3.60. Can you afford 10,000 sats or 100,000 sats or even 1 million sats, which is about $360? Does unit bias prevent you from investing in or transacting in Bitcoin? Does unit bias prevent you from investing in stocks like Tesla or Netflix or Nvidia? Or do you own any stocks at all? If not, why not? Is it because you do not understand anything about the stock market? Well, it was not taught to you in school. If you ever want to learn how to get wealth and income through the stock market, you're going to have to teach yourself. You must RSI, that is, read, save, and invest. Formal school taught you how to read, but society and the powers that be discourages you from reading, especially books. School taught you to be a worker. They did not teach you how to be an investor. And they taught you absolutely nothing about the U.S. financial system. You can, however, learn how to be an investor if you simply start reading books and watching videos about investing. However, books and videos will not tell you which direction the market is going to go, but you can learn how to make money in the market no matter what the market does. I don't know which way the market is going to go on a daily basis, and I don't care. I trade the market as it is, not as it should be. I take what the market gives me, whether it goes up, down, or even sideways. How do I do that? I apply the Southside strategy. You can learn more about the Southside trading strategy at southsideschooloffinancialfreedom.com. Here is the Southside trading watch list from the week ending November 18th, 2023. The strongest performer on the list this week was Editas Medicine Incorporated, ticker symbol EDIT. It's in the third column. It increased 11.39% on Friday and was up 27.51% for the week. Editas Medicine Incorporated is a clinical stage genome editing company. It focuses on developing transformative gene editing medicines to treat a range of serious diseases. Editas has developed a gene editing platform based on clustered, regularly interspaced short palindromic repeats, or CRISPR technology, it's called. Looking at a summary of results, you can see that Editas has increased just over 10% year to date. I did not generate cash flow from Editas this week, but I have in the past. Whether a stock goes up or down, you can generate cash flow from it. Whether you own a stock or not, you can still generate cash flow from it using the Southside strategy. The Southside trading strategy involves trading for weekly cash flow, that is, trading for income. SPY is shown at the bottom of the third column. SPY is the S&P 500 ETF. This is a benchmark I compare my trading performance to. My objective is to beat the S&P 500 index while at the same time generating cash flow. Most professional money managers do not consistently outperform the S&P 500 index. They usually lose and lose badly to the index. Thus, most investors and traders should just invest in or trade a market index fund or ETF like SPY. What do? Do you beat the S&P 500 index? Do you have a watch list? What is your investing and or trading strategy? How well do you do against the S&P 500 index ETF SPY? Let me know in the comments section. Are you willing to share your strategy? The Southside portfolio cash flow system is outperforming the S&P 500 ETF SPY. The Southside portfolio is up 22.73% versus 17.88% up for SPY, a difference of 4.85%. So the Southside is beating SPY by just about 5%. The cash flow generated by the Southside cash flow system for this week was 1.9% of the portfolio account value. The account value changed by 0.55%. Meanwhile, the S&P 500 ETF SPY changed by 2.31%. Bitcoin watch. Bitcoin loss minus 1.89% this past week, but appears to be breaking out into a bull market. Though it is down more than minus 47% from its all-time high, which was achieved in November 2021, it is up more than 120% year to date. I sold option contracts on 6 positions this week, 5 calls and 1 put that ranged from $4.34 to $45.34. You can get more details, including the total dollar amount of cash flow for the week on the website, southsideschooloffinancialfreedom.com.